We're here at the old ruins of Fort Dorchester. This is actually, where I'm standing, was the third largest city in South Carolina in the 18th century. And right here behind me is where the prominent Izzard family lived. A beautiful colonial home would have been right here. They have found a lot of stuff by doing digs and architectural finds. And this family was prominent leaders. They were landowners, planters, and they held government office. And this is what the house would have looked like. This part of Dorchester is where the bustling market was. You would have had everything here from cattle to slaves to whatever goods people grew and sold to make a living. Imagine this being a bustling market in the early 18th century. Here's what's left of Fort Dorchester and the tabby walls. In 1757, Charleston was where they stored all the gunpowder. And when they feared a French attack, they moved the gunpowder here to Dorchester. It's amazing to me how once a thriving, bustling town 300 years ago is now just a state park. But luckily, there are still some of the ruins here to see. And like I said, they've done digs to know exactly what was here. I'm just happy we can still see these sites. And now we're going to go into the old fort. Standing here, just imagining that the famous Francis Marion was here. And then, of course, the British redcoats, to imagine them here when they took over the town, and then to watch Nathaniel Greene come in here with cavalry and his army and run the British out. Just really step back in time and see it. I can feel it here, but I would love to go back and see exactly what happened. And as always, alligators are present. We are on the old Colonial Road where planters would bring their goods here. And you can see where they put up street names to give you an idea, but we have the old High Street and Bay Street. And luxurious goods would come here to be sold. And they would also store their rice and everything before it was shipped off here in the town of Dorchester. Everything was sold here, from coffee to spices, salt, nails, hats, buttons, medicine. This was a major road going to Charleston. And right here is the Ashley River, which they would have used as their highway between Charlestown and Dorchester to bring their goods up the old Colonial Road. When I say Charlestown, I'm speaking of modern day Charleston. So how did one of the third largest towns of South Carolina become ruins? Well, the American Revolution began. You have to understand, people sold their goods to Europe. We're in war with them now. They made a choice to lose their wealth for independence. Think about that. Would you have that conviction today to forego something for your freedom? This is where the old school used to stand, and some poor children were able to go here for free, some paid tuition. But what's unique about it is they actually gave scholarships to girls to go to school. Back then you didn't hear about that. Women were only trained to be housewives. Here's what's left of the St. George's Church. It's an Anglican church that was started here in 1717. And of course it grew throughout the years. And then when Nathaniel Greene came in here to run the British out with his cavalry and army, the Brits burned the town. The beautiful church, that brick schoolhouse, the 40 houses, the home of the Izzards, the market town, and they left it to the ruins that we see here today. But this is what was the bustling town of Dorchester.